We are counting down the 17 cars that have cost American owners a devastating $847 billion, leaving families bankrupt, businesses shuttered, and retirement dreams erased. This is not about freak accidents or reckless driving. It is about corporate traps hidden in plain sight. From subtle tech failures and quietly discontinued models to sudden mass recalls and financial bait and switches, each car on this list reveals a new way hardworking people got fleeced while greedy companies cashed in. We will show you how everything from high repair bills and software hostage tactics to complete resale collapses stacked the deck against buyers. Which cars are just annoyances and which ones shattered lives overnight? Let us begin the countdown, starting with number 17. Number 17, Volvo V90. For years, the V90 has been praised for its comfort and Scandinavian design, but under the surface, owners are facing a different reality. Nearly half of V90 owners report persistent infotainment or electrical glitches, touchscreens freezing, navigation dropping out, or entire audio systems going dark. These aren't just annoyances. Each failed module averages about $1,200 to repair, and many owners say the problems return even after fixes. One frustrated driver wrote, "I've spent more time at the dealer than on the road. I'm done fighting the screen." Over time, these tech headaches add up, quietly draining savings and patience. Resale value takes a hit too, with used V90s discounted 9 to 12% more than rivals, simply because buyers fear inheriting someone else's electrical nightmare. The lesson is clear. Even when the engine runs perfectly, chronic tech failures can turn a luxury wagon into a financial sinkhole. Number 16, Audi Q7. This luxury SUV promises top-tier comfort, but for many owners, the real story starts after the warranty runs out. According to recent reliability surveys, 29% of Q7 repairs hit bills over £1,500, and only 15% of those fixes are fully covered by warranty. That means most drivers are left footing the bill for repairs that can wipe out a month's paycheck, sometimes more. The main culprits? Electronic failures and advanced driver assist systems that cost a fortune to diagnose and repair. One owner's invoice for a failed radar sensor totaled nearly $3,000, with Audi refusing to cover the cost due to a technicality. These aren't isolated cases. Reports of warranty denials keep climbing, leaving even certified pre-owned buyers exposed. For families who thought a CPO badge meant peace of mind, the shock comes when a single repair wipes out their savings. In the end, the Q7's high price tag is just the beginning. What really drains your wallet are the relentless, expensive surprises that follow. Number 15, Infiniti Q50. The Q50's story is a warning for anyone thinking a luxury badge means lasting value. After Infiniti announced the sedan's discontinuation, trade-in offers for the Q50 plummeted, dropping 22% in just 3 months. Lenders took notice, slashing residual values by more than $4,000 almost overnight. For owners, that meant negative equity before their first oil change. The bigger problem? Demand for mid-size luxury sedans is collapsing, with buyers moving to crossovers and SUVs. Auction sell-through rates for the Q50 have cratered, leaving dealers lowballing or refusing trades entirely. Even loyal Infiniti customers are getting burned, stuck with cars that lose value faster than they can pay off the loan. The Q50's reliability isn't the main issue here. It's the orphan status and the market's brutal turn against sedans. For anyone watching The Bottom Line, this is the classic case of being left holding the bag when the music stops. Number 14, Jaguar E-Pace. The E-Pace was once Jaguar's answer to the luxury subcompact SUV craze, but when Jaguar pulled the plug after 2024, owners were left holding the bag. Wholesale bids on the E-Pace plunged 28% in just the first auction quarter after the discontinuation notice. For anyone who financed new, That's thousands in equity wiped out before the first renewal notice even hit. The real pain comes later. Jaguar's shrinking service network and parts delays have left some owners waiting over 6 months for basic trim pieces or electronics. As soon as factory support wanes, orphaned models like the E-Pace become a nightmare to maintain. Even routine repairs can stretch into months, with back-ordered parts and dealerships closing up shop. The result? Resale value in free fall, buyers stuck with cars that nobody wants, and owners forced to watch their investment evaporate as the brand moves on. For anyone considering a used E-Pace, the warning signs couldn't be clearer. Number 13. Land Rover Defender. The Defender's reputation for off-road prowess hides a brutal truth for owners. No other luxury SUV in 2025 is hammered harder by reliability surveys. J.D. Power's latest numbers put the Defender at a dismal 21 out of 100 for dependability, a score that's become infamous among industry insiders. On average, owners are making 3.6 trips to the shop every year, and those visits aren't cheap. Everything from electronic gremlins to drivetrain failures can push repair bills well into 4 figures. According to Consumer Reports, resale values for the Defender now lag nearly 19% behind direct rivals, and that gap is only widening as word gets out. Clive Matthew Wilson, editor of the Dog and Lemon Guide, didn't mince words. Why would anyone buy a Land Rover? Every liability survey shows that they're complete garbage. For families who thought they were buying a status symbol, the reality is endless downtime and a resale market that treats the Defender like radioactive waste. All that flash, but it's your wallet that takes the hit. Number 12. Subaru Solterra. For a brand built on reliability, the Solterra is a shock to the system, literally. Owners have reported a wave of software instability and electrical glitches, making the Solterra the lowest-ranked Subaru for dependability in years. Over-the-air patches promise to fix random shutdowns and touchscreen failures, but the problems keep coming back. So why does this matter? Dealers are practically begging buyers to take these off the lot, offering up to $6,000 in cash incentives just to move inventory. That's not a sale, it's a warning sign. Complaints about unresponsive charging, frozen infotainment, and warning lights have flooded owner forums, with some drivers making multiple trips to the dealer in their first 6 months. Even after updates, many issues remain unresolved, eroding confidence in a brand that once stood for peace of mind. The result? Used Solterras are discounted far below rival electric vehicles, and resale value is in free fall. It's a sobering lesson. When buggy software infects the core systems, even trusted badges can become a financial liability overnight. Number 11. Kia Seltos. On paper, the Seltos looks like a smart buy for anyone chasing a reliable, budget-friendly SUV. But under the hood, it's a ticking time bomb. In just the last 2 years, this model has been hit with 3 separate engine-related recalls, each one more expensive than the last. For owners unlucky enough to be out of warranty, the average engine repair bill comes in at a gut-wrenching $3,200. That's not a typo. And the trouble doesn't stop there. Satisfaction scores for the Seltos have dropped by 28 points since 2023, a sign that even loyal Kia fans are getting fed up. So, why so many headaches? The heart of the issue is a series of repeat engine defects, everything from sudden stalling to catastrophic failure, forcing everyday drivers to gamble with their savings every time they turn the key. This isn't just a tech glitch or an annoying recall letter. It's a real threat to your financial stability. In a world where buyers are told to fear high-tech EVs, the Seltos proves that old-fashioned gas engines can be just as risky, and sometimes even harder on your wallet. Number 10. Hyundai Kona EV. The Kona EV was once an affordable way into electric driving, but in 2025, it has become a financial trap for anyone who buys new. The biggest problem? Rapid tech obsolescence. The first-generation Kona EV's range and charging speed are now hopelessly outclassed. with a real-world range that struggles to top 250 miles and a maximum charging rate capped at 100 kilowatts, about 40% slower than what most new EVs offer. Buyers are left waiting while rivals zip past at the plug. Used values have reflected this shift. After just 3 years, the Kona EV holds only 42% of its original sticker price. That's more than a 20% steeper drop than the average for compact crossovers. Certified pre-owned models are piling up on dealer lots, sitting unsold for over 35 days on average. A clear sign demand has dried up. For owners, the pain comes when it's time to trade in or refinance. Lenders have slashed residual values, and negative equity is now the rule, not the exception. The lesson? When EV tech moves this fast, yesterday's affordable option quickly turns into tomorrow's overpriced headache. Number 9. Kia EV6. The EV6 launched to rave reviews and early adopter hype, but in 2025, it's become a case study in how safety scares can vaporize resale value overnight. 2 separate fire risk recalls hit the EV6 within a year, affecting nearly 43,000 vehicles across the US and Canada. Owners who thought they were buying peace of mind found themselves fielding recall notices and scrambling for answers. The fallout was immediate. Used price indexes for the EV6 slid 18% in just 60 days after the first recall bulletin. That's not a slow drip. It's a free fall, with thousands in equity gone before most owners even reach their first annual service. Insurance companies responded by hiking premiums an average of 12%, citing elevated risk and expensive battery repair costs. For many, the real gut punch is how quickly the buzz turned to fear. Forums that once buzzed with excitement now fill with anxious posts about VIN checks and battery replacements. Dealers are offering bottom-dollar trade-ins, and lenders have started tightening loan terms for new buyers. The EV6's story is a warning. When safety recalls hit this hard, the financial pain lands squarely on everyday Americans, while the companies responsible quietly move on to the next model. $847 billion. Lost. By these 17 cars, owners went bankrupt within months. That number is real, and it's destroying lives. Imagine buying a car and watching everything you own vanish: your savings, your credit, your job on the line. 17 models have cost people fortunes, not from accidents, but from hidden failures that ate resale value, surprise repair bills, and lenders who suddenly stopped caring. Families lost homes, small businesses folded, retirement plans evaporated. What makes this worse is how quiet it happened. These weren't one-off disasters. The damage followed the same pattern: secret software locks, repairs so expensive they bankrupt you, and market crashes that turned popular models into worthless junk overnight. Even dealers and experts missed the warning signs. In this video, we'll uncover the 17 cars, the one hidden factor that ties them together, and the shocking trick sellers use to hide the truth. Which of these cars could ruin you next? And how do you protect everything you've worked for? Number 8. Nissan Armada. For years, lenders have treated the Armada like a sure bet, approving big loans for buyers chasing the dream of a full-size SUV. But behind the scenes, the financial system was quietly moving the goalposts. While families signed paperwork for $70,000 trucks, banks were marking down the Armada's internal risk score, signaling trouble ahead. In 2025, finance portfolio memos show a 15% cut to the Armada's risk rating, yet loan approvals barely changed. The result? Owners found themselves underwater almost immediately, trapped in negative equity before the first oil change. Default rates on new Armada loans spiked 38% this year, and the pain is landing squarely on working Americans. Lenders knew the resale value was collapsing, but kept pushing high-dollar loans, shifting the risk onto buyers who trusted the system. The real villain here isn't just a flawed SUV, it's the quiet collusion between banks and automakers, leaving everyday people stuck with debt they can't escape. This isn't a story about a bad car, it's about a financial trap set by those who should have known better. Number 7. Ford Explorer Hybrid. For thousands of families, the promise of fuel savings and modern tech turned into a nightmare of broken trust and empty bank accounts. Owners started reporting catastrophic drivetrain failures before even hitting 40,000 miles, sometimes just months after driving off the lot. The real pain began when repair bills landed. Ford's warranty department denied nearly a third of claims, often blaming owner misuse or skipped maintenance, leaving drivers on the hook for repairs that routinely topped $8,000. Court records and legal aid groups have tracked at least 11 bankruptcy filings where Explorer Hybrid repair debt played a direct role. One owner in Ohio described choosing between paying for a new transmission or keeping the lights on at home and losing both. The ripple effect didn't stop with individuals. Small businesses that invested in Explorer hybrids for their fleets found themselves crippled by repeated breakdowns and denied warranty coverage, triggering layoffs and, in some cases, total shutdown. For working Americans already stretched thin, a single drivetrain failure was enough to tip the scales from stability to financial ruin. This isn't just a story of bad luck. It's a warning about what happens when corporate indifference meets mechanical failure, and ordinary people are left holding the bag. Number 6. Porsche Taycan. For anyone who believes a six-figure price tag guarantees peace of mind, the Taycan is a harsh wake-up call. 3 separate recalls for battery and battery management system failures have rocked this model since launch, with NHTSA bulletins warning of sudden power loss, charging malfunctions, and even fire risk. Owners who thought they were buying the future ended up stranded or facing weeks-long waits for critical parts. But the real shock comes when the warranty runs out. If the high-voltage battery needs replacement, Porsche dealers routinely quote labor alone at around $6,800, before you even factor in the cost of the battery itself. That's not just sticker shock. It's financial ruin for families who stretch to afford a luxury EV. In just 8 weeks after the last recall, resale values for the Taycan dropped 16%, wiping out tens of thousands in equity almost overnight. The myth that German engineering shields you from wallet-busting repairs doesn't hold up here. Even simple diagnostics are locked behind proprietary software, forcing owners to pay whatever the dealer demands. For working Americans, the Taycan isn't just a risky investment. It's a reminder that when companies hide behind luxury branding, it's regular people who pay the price. Number 5. Mercedes-Benz EQB. On paper, the EQB looks like a smart, modern electric vehicle from one of the world's most trusted luxury brands. But for owners and small business fleets, it's become a symbol of corporate overreach, where software locks turn every repair into a hostage situation. The trouble starts with the secure gateway system Mercedes rolled out after 2021. Independent shops and even some dealers are locked out of the most basic diagnostics unless they can pass through Zentry authentication, a process that requires a Mercedes ID, dealer-level credentials, and remote approval for every single session. The result? Even a simple radar recalibration after a minor fender bender triggers a $2,150 invoice, all because the car refuses to unlock its own systems without factory permission. Owners report wait times of 3 to 4 weeks just to get a slot for these repairs, time that can cripple a work fleet or leave families without transportation. One invoice shared by a frustrated small business owner shows a line item: a DAS calibration, OEM authorization required, $2,178. That's not an upgrade, that's a ransom. The right to repair fight isn't some future debate. It's happening now, and it's draining savings from hard-working Americans while Mercedes and its dealers rake in monopoly profits. For anyone who thought buying German meant peace of mind, the EQB is a wake-up call. When your car decides who gets to fix it, and at what price, you're not an owner. You're just a captive customer, paying whatever the system demands. Number 4. Ram ProMaster EV. For small business owners across the country, the ProMaster EV was sold as the future of commercial fleets. Quiet, efficient, and supposedly built to keep America's supply chains moving. But when these vans break down, the consequences ripple far beyond a single missed delivery. Verified owner accounts describe vehicles sidelined for months, waiting on back-ordered battery packs or critical EV modules that never seem to arrive. In the commercial world, every day a van sits dead means lost revenue, missed contracts, and employees sent home without pay. Fleet downtime for a single ProMaster EV can easily cost $300 a day, and with repairs dragging on for weeks or longer, the financial hit quickly balloons into the tens of thousands. One HVAC business owner put it bluntly, "I had to choose between keeping my business running or making the next payroll. The van wouldn't charge, the part was months away, and I missed 3 payroll runs in 2 months." For companies running on thin margins, a single van off the road can tip the balance from solvency to layoffs. Some fleets have lost 6-figure contracts after repeated breakdowns, with no recourse as vehicles languish at dealerships, waiting for parts no one can source. All the while, Ram Corporate remains silent, offering no public data on repair lead times or the true scale of the damage. The pain isn't just felt by business owners. Mechanics, drivers, and entire communities bear the cost when a work van turns into a paperweight. When the promise of progress leaves working Americans stranded, it's not just a bad purchase. It's a threat to the livelihoods of everyone depending on the job. Number 3. Jeep Grand Cherokee 4xe. The Grand Cherokee 4xe was supposed to be the future of Jeep. Hybrid power, rugged looks, and a badge that promised adventure. But in September 2024, a 10-day diagnostic blackout hit every 4xe on the road. Stellantis servers failed to authenticate dealer and independent scan tools, instantly freezing repairs nationwide. For thousands of owners, that meant their vehicles couldn't be diagnosed, serviced, or even traded in. Auction houses stopped accepting bids. Used values cratered by $4,000 overnight. One independent shop manager put it bluntly, "Every Grand Cherokee 4xe in our shop became unfixable, and customers were furious." The pain didn't stop at the shop floor. Lenders pulled back on financing, floor plan banks froze credit to Jeep dealers, and trade-in activity ground to a halt. In a matter of days, the market treated these Jeeps as radioactive. No one wanted to touch them until the blackout lifted. For owners, the message was clear. With a single server glitch, Jeep could lock them out of their own property, leaving families and small businesses stranded. This wasn't a one-off disaster. It exposed the terrifying power automakers now hold over basic repair and resale. When software controls everything, a server in Michigan can decide if your car is worthless. And here's the kicker. Even after the blackout ended, trade values never fully recovered. The Grand Cherokee 4xe's story is a warning. When a corporation can brick your vehicle with a keystroke, it's not just your car on the line, it's your financial future. Number 2. Chevy Bolt EUV. The Chevy Bolt EUV's downfall is a case study in how a single safety crisis can erase billions in owner equity almost overnight. In 2023, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration ordered a sweeping recall for more than 140,000 Bolt EUVs after multiple battery fires, forcing General Motors to halt sales and scramble for replacement batteries. For owners, the financial pain was immediate and brutal. In just 8 weeks, retail prices for the Bolt EUV dropped 22%, wiping out thousands in resale value and leaving many with loans worth far more than their cars. The situation only got worse as news spread about the recall backlog. Some owners waited months, sometimes half a year, just to get a replacement battery, with their cars sidelined or stuck in park outside mode due to fire risk. Used car lots filled up with unsellable bolts, and trade-in offers all but disappeared as dealers refused to touch them until repairs were complete. The scale of the recall meant even people who never experienced a fire were caught in the fallout, watching their car's value evaporate through no fault of their own. For families who needed reliable transportation, the Bolt EUV became a financial dead end, too risky to drive, impossible to sell, and too expensive to fix on their own. GM's promises of a quick fix rang hollow as the backlog grew, and the market responded with a fleet-wide liquidation. Auctions flooded with Bolts, prices in freefall, and owners left stranded. The lesson is clear. When a mass recall hits a high-volume model, it doesn't just hurt the automaker, it destroys the financial security of everyone who trusted the brand. For working Americans, the Bolt EUV's story is a warning. A recall isn't just a technical problem. It's a financial disaster that can wipe out everything you've worked for in a matter of weeks. And finally, in first place, Tesla Model 3. No car in recent memory has destroyed more personal wealth, faster than the Model 3 did in early 2025. The disaster started when Hertz, desperate to stem its own losses, dumped 25,000 Model 3s onto the wholesale market in a single quarter. Overnight, used values collapsed. Retail prices fell 26% in just 6 weeks, with some auctions reporting even steeper drops. For owners who bought new or leased in 2023 and 2024, the math turned brutal. Suddenly, their loan balances were thousands higher than the car was worth. Negative equity on a scale the industry hasn't seen since the Great Recession. Lenders who once begged for Tesla business stopped answering the phone. Stories poured in. Families forced to sell at a loss. Small business owners watching their fleet value evaporate. Retirees seeing their nest egg torched by a car they thought was a safe bet. The pain didn't stop with resale. Insurance payouts, based on market value, left owners underwater even after a total loss. And here's the kicker. None of this was caused by a recall, a fire, or a design flaw. It was pure market manipulation. One corporate giant offloading risk onto regular Americans with zero warning and no way out. Manheim auction data shows the average payoff gap ballooned to over $9,000 per car. For thousands, that meant bankruptcy, repossession, or years of ruined credit. The Model 3's collapse is a warning for every hard-working American. When companies treat your savings like a rounding error, you're the one left holding the bag. This wasn't just a price drop. It was a historic wealth wipeout, engineered behind closed doors, that turned the dream of EV ownership into a financial nightmare, one that's still unfolding as lenders, dealers, and automakers scramble to shift the blame. If you want to protect everything you've worked for, remember the lesson of the Model 3. When corporate greed meets unchecked volume, it's the little guy who pays the price. From the Volvo V90's costly tech glitches to the Tesla Model 3's record-breaking resale collapse, this countdown of 17 cars exposes the hidden traps that cost Americans $847 billion and counting. The most shocking entries, like the Chevy Bolt EUV's mass fire risk recall and the Jeep Grand Cherokee 4xE's diagnostic blackout, show how a single software update or corporate sell-off can wipe out family savings overnight. Across all entries, the pattern is clear. Secret software locks, warranty denials, orphaned models, and lender games consistently shifted risk onto hardworking buyers, while automakers and financiers walked away. What qualified these cars wasn't just a bad year or recall. It was a systemic failure to protect owners from engineered obsolescence and corporate indifference. This list reveals an industry willing to gamble with livelihoods for short-term profit. The real cost isn't just lost equity, it's lost trust. For anyone thinking of buying in 2025, the lesson is simple. In today's market, the biggest threat isn't the car you see, but the hidden risks companies hope you'll never notice.